Alright, let's see if it'll stay on and stay on us. Don't know how much of the lunge work showed through and the work at hand there. But we were getting through a lot of emotional issues with Z today because of the new addition to the family, C. Jordania, affectionately known as Jordan in the barn, and having a new member being the boss of the herd makes stress for the boss, right? But she's okay, and she's just got to learn that these things can happen, and she can be worked, and everything can be fine. There we go. So I added padding. The other saddle that had been fitted for her had been fitted before all the work, so she didn't have all the triceps that she now currently has. And all of that needed to have more space to be more comfortable. And we're trying to compensate till we can get our saddle fitter here by adding padding to the wider saddle that I have. Good, like that. Very nice. Excellent. Good. So I really noticed there. Excellent. That she's having a lot of issues on the forehand today in the work in hand and the shoulders. So I'm going to spend a little more time on flexions. Good. And now we're going to walk forward into that one because I felt a lot of resistance there. So O'Shea likes the flexion standing. Phyllis likes the flexion moving. I like to do some of each. I find both have a good point. And you can teach it standing first, make it simple, and then add the movement. Good, easy. So you can see she's very testy there. Very testy. Excellent. So that's the mare business there. Okay, and I noticed she worked on the lunge and in hand better to the right than the left. Ooh, again, the same response we saw on the line in hand is that she comes going left and she starts to just fall and drill into that left shoulder like that. There, like that. So I just tapped her with the whip on that shoulder to get her off of it. Now I want her to say, use the hip instead. Use this hip. Like that. Excellent. So that's where she's having an issue today, is in connecting and not drowning herself into the left shoulder. So I'm going to put a little bit of weight in my right hind to help her find that balance there. I'm going to jingle the reins and use one hand. A lot of times that makes less argument for her on the left. It provides shoulder support on the right. And I'm going to open the right rein to allow the shoulder through. And as she goes to barge right there and collapse and forget her hip, I'm going to encourage the hip like that. So excellent. So there she's under me. Very nice. Very nice. So that technique proved worthy. And what we did on the ground was helpful, so the horse could come up and through, and she's comfortably moving forward and under me, and I'm lifting my seat. I am encouraging with the whip, the hip, and catching that shoulder with this right rein. Excellent, excellent. Now I can be neutral, because she's more balanced. Neutral means I'm not applying a left rein, a right rein, a left leg, right leg, whip, nothing, just neutral. Balance centered, and using my breathing. To calm the horse's breathing and bring her in sync. Just like we use with people to calm them down. Hold your breath. Exhale. Inhale. Hold the breath. Exhale. Wait for the horse to connect with the breathing. So I'm not doing anything with my aids. I'm just letting her find the center with my breathing. Good. Now she's thinking to relax. Excellent. There. Now you're thinking. Good. So only when she waited and hesitated did I add an aid. Never on the rail. Never on the rail. When a horse is working, it's a dangerous place. That's never the good idea. You become in the way as soon as I turn the circle. It's a great way to get cornered and pinned by horses, whether they're loose or in saddle. Never put yourself on the rail. Excellent. Excellent. Easy, easy. Ah, excellent. There. Now she's walking better. She's thinking to bring her head higher and stop the over curling. I'm going to keep encouraging that hip to come under. I'm jingling the rein. Excellent. So it's not a fight or a battle, it's just a quiet discussion. And I'm going to match that with my breathing in between. Excellent. So I can quiet the horse. She's no longer grinding her teeth like she was. Now I'm asking the right hip to come up. Excellent. And support the left shoulder. I'm going to do a little haunch in here. Good. So we've quieted the horse. We've slowed the horse. And now we're going to ask the horse to think. Excellent. Gently quiet. Excellent. So that is the difference between working in the make 'em do it school or else and the quiet work the horse through relaxation school, which is the French and Portuguese school. Primarily French. There we go. Excellent. Excellent. There, much better. So now the horse is not so sunk back. She's going back to suck back, but she wasn't for the stride. Push that right hip under, like that. And I'm pressing down in my right stirrup because she's trying not to put the weight correctly. Making sure it's under my seat bone there. Excellent. Supporting with the outside rein. Gently. Excellent. So I'm going to put her nose to the rail a bit. Ask her to move her shoulders and her hips off the rail just a little. That's a good girl. I like that. Excellent. Excellent. Bravo. Good girl. Excellent. Excellent. Very good. Excellent. There we go. Very nice. That was nice. Nicely thought out turn. Good, good. Telling her you have to use the hip. Excellent. 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 I like that. Use her hip now. So we're going to use tighter turns to help her. Good. And Now again, from the hip, I'm going to tell her to change the direction. Excellent. When she's that hyper and nervous, using the legs right away, remind her to go to her bad habits because they use too strong of a leg. So I have to use no leg at first because I trained her to understand the whips better than she knew before. She now trusts the whips gently used as a kinder aid until I can reapply my legs. There we go. There we go. Excellent. Excellent. Now we're going to see if the leg can do it. Excellent. Good girl. Good girl. So she did that quite nicely with no whip. So we'll stay on this figure 8 work a bit because it's really helping. You can see the shoulder was falling out. She was trying to bulge out. And by changing the direction in this figure 8 voltase, we're just helping her not get stuck in one direction or another. That's why figure 8s are very favorite exercise with many riders. I think Charles de Knuffy was one of those who spoke about them a lot. There we go. Excellent. Press the hip under with the whips again, just like we did at the walk. Transition at the walk. So he's getting quite uncomfortable there. There we go. And trot in the corner. You go. That's off balance. Good. There. So she's finding it. It's almost as if the extra freedom in the shoulder from the change in the saddle has kind of made her curious as to how to move with that freedom. Remembering that when we had the saddle fitted the last time, she wasn't even riding yet. So a lot has changed, mentally, physically, in all ways. In her weight. Excellent. And walk. Good. Trot. Good. Excellent. Put the weight on the outside. Over here. Over here. Good. And walk. Excellent. Excellent. You can see the shoulders are staying in a better frame. It's a little bit more forward than I would like. So I'm going to tap up the haunches and say, please carry yourself into this trot. Gentle. Excellent. Excellent. Carry yourself. That's it. That's from haunch. From haunch. This time I'm going to push through. No transition. Push the haunch through when I say push through. I'm lifting the weight off the shoulders. There, shifted the weight into the left a bit. She was lost there for a bit. Now using my thigh and my rein. Good. Excellent. Like that. Good. Good. I don't think I have the padding quite right for my seat yet in this saddle. Good. More comfortable for the horse at least. Just gonna have to put more flocking under the front. Okay. Excellent. Good. It's quite a lot, given her state of mind from the new baby horse. More was done from the ground than the saddle. That's normal at this stage in the game with this horse. Good girl. Huh? I don't like how her shoulders ended, so I'm going to fix that just a little. Good. Just a little work in hand. Make sure the balance is correct. correctly. Coming through. Excellent. Excellent. Come on. Drop. Up, 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 up. Excellent. Good. Excellent. 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 There. And hold. Good. Good. Back. Back. Good. Good. And up. Good. Back. Same exercise we started. We are finishing on. Good. Back. Make sure the point is well taken. Excellent. Good girl. Very good. And to ensure that we didn't impede our breathing, because I didn't feel the work of the trot on the saddle was proficient. And it did not end in a place where I felt her breathing was good. And I could hear her breathing, and now I can't. So it tells me that making that correction was excellent for her. Good girl.